don't trust him. If he ain't got more than me, can't fuck. Got me fucked up. I don't trust him. If he ain't got more.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
So first, what was it like growing up in Milwaukee?
Ooh, growing up in Milwaukee, I'm from the Midwest, so besides the fact that it was like a lot of crime and stuff, you know, there's still a lot of cars, it's a lot of criminal activity and stuff because it's so small, but it was fun to me. I love the hood.
Yeah. I love interviewing other people from the Midwest because you also went through the struggle of like
Exactly.
Crazy weather where it was snowing one second, then sunny the next day, and then rainy the next
People
whole
don't
week.
understand.
No.
I live down south now, so when I say it's way different from food to weather,
Yeah.
I like doing these interviews too.
Yeah.
Y'all get me.
Who were some of your musical influences growing up?
My musical influences, I listen to a lot of Detroit rappers that talk a lot of shit. So besides obviously like Nicki Minaj, because that was the female rapper I could look up to, I like T Grizzly, I like Peasy, Wale, Rick Ross, because I'm also into like lyrical people. And Rick Ross is so like rich, and that's how I talk.
Yeah.
He just make you feel like you got money.
Oh man, Rick Ross. What's your favorite Rick Ross song?
Obviously Ashton Martin music. It does it for me every time.
He has a crazy catalog, but you can't beat
Diced
that song.
Pineapples. Apple of My Eye is crazy. I got a lot.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan.
So at what age did you first start making music?
I started rapping when I was about 14, 15 years old. But I started taking it serious when I moved to Atlanta, so 18. Yeah.
How was your experience at Carmen High School?
They hated me. I was a bad kid, okay? My grades was good. Like we had personal advisors and stuff, but I was a class clown. All I do is joke. I'm a clown ass bitch. So all I do is joke around. I skipped class a lot just because I was ghetto, but and they told us we couldn't wear like color hair. And today I kept it simple, but I wear a lot of color wigs and I used to always get in trouble.
So you eventually moved to Atlanta. How was your experience at the Art Institute of Atlanta?
Oh, yeah. When I moved to Atlanta, the plan was for my mom to help me and pay for everything because I had no money. I didn't like working jobs in Milwaukee. I'm like, but I want to go to Atlanta. I want to chase my dreams. So the Art Institute was a scam to get her to do that. So I told her, like, I'm going to go to college. She was so proud. She wanted me to go to college, but I wanted to be a rapper. So she helped me move down there. She paid up like 6 months of my rent. It was lit. I'm like, ooh, I ain't got to worry about rent for 6 months. But then I just dropped out of college and focused on my music.
Damn.
I just stopped going to class.
What made you choose Atlanta?
Black Mecca. It's like Black Hollywood. Like, I went on my 18th birthday, and I was just in love with it. You could see Rich Homie Quan on the goddamn corner out there. You know what I'm saying? The networking is crazy. And at the time, I had a manager that I had met via Instagram, and he lived in Atlanta. So I was like, I want to be closer to him, and I want to be closer to QC because I really, really wanted to be signed to QC. And I am now, so. Yeah.
What are some of the biggest differences of living in Milwaukee and living in Atlanta?
I'm glad you asked that. One of the biggest differences is the food. Midwest food is amazing. Like, you can get a nice ass sandwich. You can get everything better, like Polishes. What's something else that you can get? We got corned beef sandwiches. We got like pastries.
Mexican food?
The Mexican and the Chinese food in the Midwest.
Undefeated.
I ain't been nowhere else that is better. Like, New York got some good Chinese food, but you know what I'm saying? Midwest compared to the South, the food is, I gotta keep saying this because people be thinking I'm capping. When you go to Atlanta, you gonna eat lamb chops and hot wings and smoke some hookah. And that's all.
I remember one of the first times I went to LA, I got like some tacos.
Yeah.
And I was hurt. I was so used to Chicago Mexican food my whole life.
Oh my gosh.
And I was hurt. I threw that shit away. It was a waste of money.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
And people be like, LA got some of the best tacos and shit.
I'm like, what?
When you come, I came to Chicago one time. I got took on a date. We had some motherfucker. I don't know where the Mexican food was from, but it was so motherfucking good. I had the best chimichanga I ever had in my life.
That's the thing. It could be from anywhere. Like some random hole in the wall spot.
It just always hit. Everything hit. So I would say the food, the weather. Like, they got pollen season out there. That's crazy. Yes.
In Atlanta?
Yes.
Interesting.
Like, the pollen just fall
Really?
out of the sky. I don't know what be happening. Like, yes. And I have really bad allergies. So.
Interesting.
What else is something different? Oh, Georgia's Southern hospitality. It ain't nothing like that up here. Like, in Milwaukee, ain't nobody holding no motherfucking door for you, girl. You better open that door. Like,
So going back to what you were just talking about a second ago, how did you first get in contact with QC?
Via Instagram. I got in contact with them like through social media. Everything that I did was remixing people's songs on Instagram and like YouTube and stuff. So I just used my platform that I had, used my fans. I was like, harass P and tell him to come sign me, DM him, like let's spam the comments, and it worked. Plus the fact that I'm talented, so.
That helps.
That
you know
always
how many
helps.
artists probably try to spam?
Oh yeah, it doesn't
them,
work for everybody.
And it doesn't work? Like, you were probably the only one where that actually worked.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He told me like he loved to see that I was using what I had. You know what I'm saying? Plus the fact that I'm talented. Plus the fact if you invest in a female rapper, you can make so much money. So much money. If she blows up, like you can get. I think you can make more money with a woman than you can a man.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
I would
sure.
agree with that.
We can go into beauty. We can do everything.
Yeah.
Like movies. Females are brands. Yeah. In themselves.
You eventually ended up signing to QC during the pandemic.
I did.
Was it weird to sign a record deal, have this big moment, but you're also going through a global pandemic? You can't perform, you can't tour, you can't interact with your crowd. Like,
I talk about
like?
it all the time. Like I got signed literally when the pandemic had started, 2019. Like, so I moved to Atlanta during the pandemic, which means I didn't even get to experience Atlanta. So getting signed in the pandemic, it was like nothing was in person, no interviews. None of my fans got to see me like the first really like couple months.
Yeah.
During shows, like everything was virtual. And even then, stuff had kind of slowed down, so virtual wasn't even really popping. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody was really doing a lot of interviews. Everybody's businesses had slowed down.
Yeah.
You know, so it was hard, but I feel like it gave me an advantage to work.
Did you that was a weird time. Were you doing like those Zoom interviews and like the virtual shows?
Yes.
That shit was kind of
It
the
was
virtual
like,
shows.
I hated the virtual shows.
Yeah.
Like what year was that? The award show? Was it the BET Awards when everybody did their virtual performances? Because I remember Lotto did hers, and I was like, oh my gosh, I know she hated that. Like, what is the point?
There's no crowd. There's no energy.
Yeah, like you're just there.
You're just like there doing
You're
it.
just there.
Yeah, that was a weird time.
It really was weird. I was very one of the blessed individuals that was able to make some income though.
Good.
In the pandemic, but other than that, I really didn't get to. I'm like, I got signed, but in the pandemic, I'm not even doing shit. Like, I was dropping a lot of music, but I feel like the good thing though is social media start popping. TikTok start going crazy.
Facts.
You know, everybody starts tapping into Instagram and stuff. So my Instagram followers went up.
Yeah, facts. So last year you were included in the XXL freshman class.
Yes.
What was that experience like?
First of all, when I knew that I was becoming a XXL freshman, I'm like, I'm about to go in here and eat. I don't know what the fuck they coming to do, but I'm about to go eat. So I just felt like I had a point to prove. Because XXL, yeah, they give new artists a platform and stuff, but if you know, you know. You go to XXL comments, and I'm like, all this shit sucked. Take it back to 2016. So I was like, I'm going to go up in there. I'm going to show them that I'm a rapper. So I was super excited to do it. I was on a year where there were the most female rappers. So I felt like it was like a historic moment too. Shit, I'm the first person from my city to ever do that. And I'm the first female rapper from QC to be on XXL too.
Crazy.
So, you know, creating history and shit.
Aside from your class,
Yes.
what's your favorite XXL cover ever?
It was the one with Lotto, so the year before me, and then it was the 2016 one. Like, I have to admit, it was really, really good. Everybody from there was successful, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, thanks. No, that was a good one.
It really was.
Lakeyah, I have a gift for you.
Okay. I love gifts. Do I get to take it home? Ah. Thank you. I can open it.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, you had me at the high flamers. How did you know?
I did my research.
I love Kit Kat. 100 points to you. I'm about to fuck these up. I probably need a blizzy though. Where the best weed at here? Oh my God, you see? Don't play with him. I gotta tell them. Oh, he got different sizes. In his I love Kit Kat. Where the hell did you find this information at?
I had to dig deep, but
this is my favorite.
I have heard that's the only candy bar that you like.
Only candy bar. I won't eat nothing else. I can't take anything else.
What else? Well, like, what is it about a Kit Kat?
It's something about you. I like wafers too. I love wafers. So like, just to have like milk chocolate on top of that, just do it for me.
Yeah.
And we have this. Do y'all got Culver's out here? No.
Yeah.
Culver's.
Uh-huh.
They had this Kit Kat topping when I was a kid one time, and I was addicted to it. I made my grandma take me all the time.
Really? Culver's is one of those. I think it's only in the Midwest.
Oh
right?
yeah, it's a Wisconsin thing for sure. You know?
Definitely a Wisconsin thing.
Fresh dairy. You know.
Yeah. Man.
I love Culver's. We have one in Georgia. Everything that they create down south that's from the Midwest never tastes the same. Never.
Culver's is one of those. That's like one of those. People, not everyone knows about it, but it's like top tier fast food.
Them butter burgers do it for me every time.
They had they didn't call it ice cream. They called it
custard.
Custard, yeah.
Yes, good as hell. Yes.
That just brings me back to high school. So you just recently dropped your EP, No Pressure.
Yes.
What was the creation process of that project like?
So when I was recording for No Pressure, it was coming off a long break of not making music because I had got off tour with 2C and I had went through like a little, phase where I was creatively in a funk. So I didn't know what to do. Like I didn't know what I wanted to do. Like everything, like, it's been so many female rappers coming out. So many out the woodwork. So I'm like, I want to come and I want to continue to come hard. So I decided I wanted to make some summer bops. That's what they feeling right now. And I wanted to drop it in the summer and I wanted to show that I could make records. Cause I came out swinging, like rapping. They like, Lakeyah can rap. But I wanted to show that I can also make these songs that y'all can play in the clubs, play at the bar, So that's what the creative process was behind this one. Work with Hitmaker, of course. We got like a great chemistry in the studio. And when I titled it No Pressure, it was like, I'm coming off this long ass break. I get the question always, like, is it hard being on this label with all these household names? And I'm just like, it's no pressure. Yeah.
I love that. So that was part one.
Yes.
I'm assuming there's a part two.
Of course.
When is a realistic expectation date for fans?
So it's really done, but I'm like, I want to make sure that it's right timing. I want to make sure that everything sounds right sonically, and then the features, I want to make sure everybody is cool with going out and stuff. So I'm definitely trying to drop it before the summer end because my fans are always ready. I'm always ready. The records are crazy. I got another dope ass female collab coming out too. So.
And then if that's already done, what else are you currently working on?
I'm working towards getting a debut album. So I've just been working with a lot of producers. I just told them I want to work with London on the track again. I work with Hitmaker very, very often. I met Sean Garrett when I was in LA, and I do R&B as well. So I'm like, I want to work with some it's a difference between beat makers and producers. Oh, yeah. So I'm trying to lock in with some producers, and make some hits so I can earn my debut album. Yeah.
Who are some artists that you want to work with in the future?
So like I was just saying, I do R&B as well. I definitely want to work with Summer Walker. Like she's amazing. I could see myself working with Cardi, obviously Nicki. Who's somebody else? I really want a song with Drake. And obviously Rick Ross. I need that to happen. My label say it's so easy to get done. Like, let's get it done then. I already got a song for him. So if you see this, I got a song for you. I really want to, I'm an all around thing. Shit, I think I could work with Doja Cat. She is hard as fuck. I got to put that, this is my second interview. I've said that, like, I tapped into her a couple months ago. I listened to Planet Her I was like, what the fuck? Like, she's good. So the question is she a rapper and all that shit? She's a rapper. She's a rapper.
Yeah, they be trying to play with her.
I don't know why. Yeah, she's dope as fuck. Yes.
And then the last question I have for you is, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I really got to dream far because I don't have this question a lot today. I just definitely see myself being a big artist, not just a big female rapper, but a big artist. Hopefully with some Grammys. I will have some Grammys and like 2 albums out that both have like every song platinum. I got a powerful tongue, so I'm just saying it so when you see it, I'm gonna sing your plat too.
I love when they chase me. Good luck if you trying to replace me. 220 on the dash like Stacy, and that nigga fine, but he moved too janky.